Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. I know heartbreaks, setbacks. Bitch, if I crap out, I'm sure I'ma get back. I've been through the ups and downs. You know I get around. So to me, it's all a part of the game. Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money. Southside. We talking that good. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 8, entitled Reckonings. I am your humble and most honorable host, Real. This episode is brought to you by that good Ciroc, apple Ciroc, and Coke, Diet Coke, because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Old school. We getting down to the end. We getting down to the end of this thing, y'all. It's going to be like the end of the NFL season when that Power Book 3 finale hit. For real. It's going to be like, what do we do in the off season? It's goddamn Power Book 3 off season. I know what I'm going to do. Get prepared for Ghost, Power Book 2. BMF, next thing you know, Force will be back around. It's all good. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? We start off with Rock, Miss Raquel Thomas, sitting at the crib, chilling in the dark, head wrap on loose, plush velour robe on point, enjoying the menthol pull of a Newport cigarette. Looked like she enjoyed quite a few. Ashtray was full of butts. Looked like she was processing some shit. All of a sudden, she hear Lulu outside, acting a damn fool. Just yelling, talking about who next, who want it, who I'm gonna give it to. We straight killers up in this piece. Who want it, yo? Juicy got him crazy out that piece. Juicy got Lou crazy out that piece like Oaktown 357. That Captain Jack is heavy on his breath tonight. Ghost to Scrappy got him out his ever-loving mind. Rock come outside, usher his ass in with a quickness. Lay him in Kanan room. Since his ass ain't coming back no time soon, call up Marvin. Marvin come over, I don't know what for. I don't know what Marvin gonna be able to do. They go back and forth over what's good for Lulu. Marvin thinking maybe he needs some professional help. Rock like that's his damn problem. He talk too much. Ain't trying to pay nobody to get out of Lulu what he gonna be giving away for damn free. That don't make no sense. They let Lou be. Get to talking about that business. Rock tell Marvin she heard Kanan running with Ronnie, Snaps, Crackle, and Pop. The Get Fresh Milk crew. Just thinking about that crew get me hungry every damn time. Somehow connected to a cereal in one way or the other. Somehow Kanan has moved beyond his little weed hustle. They befuddled as a mofo. They don't understand what's happening here. They know how Kanan was messing up that package last season. Rock tell Marvin to find out what exactly Kanan is into. What is the extent of Kanan's involvement out in these streets? And while he do that, she gonna go talk to Quan, who's on her That's right now. About a lack of product placement, lack of product movement. Meanwhile, across town, speaking of Snaps and Pop, they up in their little spot, running their little game, starting out on that slick shit too. And it's oh so slick. Hit Kanan with that shot glass offer. Put the glass right in front of him, filled to the brim. Like here it is, and there you are. Looking to understand who they dealing with. I ain't hating on it. Kanan put it back in Snap's face. He like, I'm good, player. Don't mind if I do. Pops and Snaps in the matching outfits, looking like fly-ass bookends. They tell Kanan his pops ain't have no vices either, referring to DEFCON, who they think is Kanan pops. Say DEFCON didn't drink or smoke. They like, shit, what did he do? Hell, the only time they even seen him with any ass was Kanan's mom. Always kept a clear mind, always about that business. Was feared and respected. Snaps asked Kanan what he preferred. Speaking of fear and respect. Eerie music started playing in the background. Felt like that scene out of Shogun Assassin. Or Lone Wolf and Cub for the purists. Where Ogami Ito put the ball and the sword in front of his little baby. Was about to be on the run living life as a demon, told the baby to choose. If he chose the ball, that was his death. If he chose the sword, he would take him on the run with him. Anyway, Ronnie talking about fear, that he would rather be feared. Pop like, we ain't asked you, Urkel. She be cutting Ronnie down any chance she get. Kanan shut all they little talk down. Told them fear and respect were the same thing. And that you couldn't have one without the other. Good answer. I agree with that. They looking like, okay, we might have acquired a first round pick in the 5th round here. They leave out. Pop f***ing with Ronnie. She just straight up asked him, you ever had some ass, Ronnie? He like, yeah. She like, who? He like, I don't remember. Ronnie hit her with that Spike Lee from School Days. He like Susie May in the 10th grade. Ronnie like, I can't remember no names. Pop shook her head like, you ain't had no ass, Urkel. Snaps and Kanan a little behind the pack. Snaps asked Kanan if his mom know he out here on that hustle. Kanan like, I don't care if she know. He tell Kanan, your mom's is the competition. And she damn good at it too. All the way round. A one-hitter quitter. He tells Snaps, so am I. You's a damn lie, Kanan. We saw how you was messing that package up last season. Now you a seasoned vet. Okay. Next morning, Rock get on her BI, her business, calls her mom over to watch Lulu, tells her Lulu can't leave. That's why you here. Kinda babysit Lulu, make sure he don't go nowhere. Hits her off with a little money. at Mom's request, leaves up out of there, heads back to the distribution company she visited earlier. The one that told her they only serve Chinese restaurants. This time she meets with the owner, Terry, and his brother David, who is part owner. David don't know nothing about business negotiation, or don't care. He giving all they little leverage away, just agreeing with everything Rock presenting. Rock tell them they don't need to do anything. Leave a little room for her people to load and unload their product. They ain't even got to see the product. David like, oh, space is no problem. Our trucks is half empty anyway. We good. He like, Terry. Oh my God, Terry, we good. He like, Terry, how she get here? We good. We about to have layoffs. This gonna save all of that. Terry like, I want Hong's deal. David like, Terry, man, we don't have to be greedy here. Terry like, please excuse my brother, talking to Rock. He like, David is a junkie. He ain't in his right mind half the time, and damn sure ain't in his right mind now. David like, I'm right here. David animated as hell. David just start yelling, spitting all over the place. Tossing shit off the desk because he don't like how Terry is handling this business transaction. Ain't listening to a damn thing he's saying. He like, I will not be ignored. I will not be ignored, Terry. David acting a damn fool up in that piece. He like, I'm going to tell Mom about this. He rushed the hell off. Rock like, uh-oh, sound like you about to get a beating from your moms. Terry tell her his mom's been dead 10 years. David pay a gypsy woman to talk to their mama from the grave. She wakes up early every morning just to do her hair now because she cares, y'all. La-da-dee-da-dee-da. That good gypsy woman, my Be More peoples. I'm sorry I had to do it. It's the demon in me. My good Be More fam. Said David pay a gypsy woman to communicate with their mother from beyond the grave. Rock like, my offer still stands. I don't know what the y'all doing, but my offer still stands. Terry like, I'll pass. She piece up out of there. You know Rock ain't done with them yet. You know Rock ain't done with them yet. She heads down to see Quan, who tells her she has some competition. Shows her the heroin packets Kanan and Ronnie moving. Said one of his people had this delivered to him. You know, the big team stay checking for that competition. Quan tell Rock his Italian partners and they can't be seen out here as weak in these streets. So she need to make an example out of whoever the hell this is with a quickness. Then starts questioning Rock's ability to expand. Says she moving like Unique was, buying the same amount of weight he was, not really getting things off the ground, off square one. He getting a little concerned, and now she got competition. Sounds like a bad recipe for her first cooked meal. Rock tells him she getting the pieces in place. Don't worry, we'll be all good. Meanwhile, Marvin outside of Kanan's spot, on his BI, watching the congregation that is the courier hub outside of Kanan building. Just as noisy as all get out, asking to be run up on by the op or 5-0, just busy. Ronnie outside looking like he ready to kill again. He's stiff as a mannequin, like a lamppost. Marvin sees one of Kanan's runners get a package. Peace out on a scooter. Marvin follows said runner to see what's what, where he going. Follows him all the way to his destination. Lets little man deliver his package. Wait for him to come out. Snatches him up, checks his bag. Sees heroin packets, a gang of them. Let the little boy go. Gives him back his bag, took nothing. Leaves up out of there. Now he know what Kanan's slinging. Eventually catches back up with Rock, who drops that Southside package Quan showed her on his coffee table. She like, we need to find out who this is. These cats gonna put us out of business before we get into business. Marvin like, man, that's Kanan shit right there. That's him and Ronnie all day. Kanan the comp. She like, shit. We need to figure this shit out. Because Quan wanted an example made out of whoever this is, which just happens to be my damn son. For a minute, I know Rock had to have that proud drug dealer mom moment. I mean, that's what she wanted for him. At one point, you know, when he wanted it for himself, she had to have it. I don't care what nobody say, she had that moment. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Marvin tell her Lulu need to be the priority right now. I know we got to figure out this shit with Kanan, but Lulu, we got to take care of him. That's our brother. Rock tell him, that's your damn problem. Always worrying about everybody but yourself. It's been a strength of Marvin's this season. I mean, honestly, some real character building or strengthening. I mean, if you feel that he already had character, however way you want to see it, it's been good for Marvin. She like, let's get this money, G. Get this money. You got what I want. I got what you need. That's probably a bad reference. I don't give a damn. We got to figure this supply thing out. Marvin, you get on that, and I'm going to handle this thing with Kanan. Rock go down, visit Snaps and Pop in what seems like their place of business. I mean, they always there. In a damn restaurant. Why? I don't know. 'Cause drug dealing is stressful. And comfort food is comforting. The restaurant is like the place where the good deals get done. You know, in that line of work. Anyway, Snaps and Pop looking like they was doing what old players do. Chilling, bullshitting, talking about placing bets on some horses. Looking like some fly-ass bookends again. You know, Snaps and Pop always matching. Usually in something fly. Usually. Rock come in looking like she about to hit the club or a date. Pop like, look at you. All grown and shit, sexy. I remember back in the day you used to have pigtails, playing jump rope. Now you a damn queen pin, looking like the Black Widow. Rock like, f all that. I need y'all to back away from Kanan. He don't know what he doing, and he just on some defiance BS trying to show out for his mama. They like, we don't f with him like that. Lying their ass off. They like, he just an associate of an associate, really. Like, we don't really f with Kanan like that. Rock like, I know Kanan f with Ronnie. And Ronnie f with y'all. So cut the shit. Pop like, we just front that awkward mofo some cash. That's all. Payday loaned his ass. Rock like, cut all the bullshit up in here. I ain't jumping rope no more. Pop like, the f you talking about? Got on that EPMD. So what you saying? Shit took a turn for the real at this point. Snaps drew that line in the damn sand. He like, I know it take a village to raise a child and all, you know. I'm old, I know the saying. But Kanan ain't in our damn village. I know this show is called Raising Kanan. But we ain't trying to raise the little motherfucker. These are the things that change boys to men. Oh. He like, we ain't trying to raise boys to men up in here. And you ain't in our league. You best to recognize who you dealing with up in this biatch. She like, you see me sitting here at this table, don't you? Now, if Rock wasn't a bona fide killer, you might have seen her comment come from another chick with a head and an eye roll. Everybody barking up in this bitch at this point tonight. Rock like, you might see me here rolling solo for dolo, but you don't see the army I got with me, so don't get it twisted. Rock trump card was immediately pulled. Immediately. Sonically felt like they pulled the chair right from under Rock's ass. They like, really? You mean Stefano? Player, please. We go way, way back. First piece of chocolate ass he got back in the day, Pop set him up. Yeah, he love a little chocolate drop like you. He eat them shits like Ruffles. Like Utz, sour cream, and onion. Probably the only reason why he even f with you like that. And let's be clear, he only standing with you until we tell him to sit the f down. Knew all Rock little business. Told Rock she was functioning from a flawed premise. Said her POV is not from above the trees. He like, we been paid, get paid, stay paid. Paid in full, damn it. Told her that track she was running on was paved with their blood, sweat, and tears. Dissed her little Gucci and Chanel, got prehistoric and medieval on her ass. Told her little trinkets was spoils of war. Said they was treasures from castles they built and lived in long ago in a land far, far away. Snaps was ethering Rock up in that little restaurant. As only a player with experience, scars, and wisdom could do it. Said when you talking to us, you talking to the goddamn ancestors. The forefathers and the forebearers all at the same time. Had me up in Webster's. I was like, what the f is a forebearer? I almost spilled my damn drink watching this scene. It was hella poetic to me. Her comeback was face-saving, but not much. What the f can you say to that? You talking to some old players. She like, you know, everybody talking the good old days, the good old days. Everybody talking the good old days. Well, let's talk about them shit. Can it be that it was all so simple then? She hit him with the Wu-Tang. She like, the only ones that matter is those left standing. Those that turn off the lights at the end of the day. And that might sound weak as shit, but basically, what she's saying is it would be different if they were talking from a place of reflection and reflection only, like reminiscing on the shit they used to do. But these cats still in the game, so they still food. She basically hit him with that MOP. She like, you might be here today and gone tomorrow. Uh-oh. You see it. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all do not hear me though. Gives one last warning to stay away from her son. Pieces up out of there. Pop question snaps. She like, is our thing with Ronnie worth all of this with Rock? He like, it stopped being about Ronnie when she stepped up in here. It's about us now. It's about us now. Snaps got on that Capone and Noriega. Y'all don't want to fuck with us. CNN not for the pesos. Y'all don't want to bust with us. That war is a brewing. The declaration was just made. That declaration was just made. Meanwhile, back across town, Lulu wakes up from his drunken slumber. His mama, who's supposed to be watching him, done made this man something horrible to eat. Burnt the hell out of some toast. Looked like she put that shit in the oven on 375 for 10 minutes. This chick managed to conjure up some crunchy ass eggs on the side too. She like, there, take that. I made all of that for you. And you better eat every last damn drop. Then she start dissing Lulu. She like, it's sad that your mama gotta come up in here, take care of you, grown ass man, like you are. He don't want to hear her mouth, not when he can get on his little Tevin Campbell and be alone with the captain. I just want to be alone with you. Shit, like I ain't with the captain right now. He piece up out of there, head down to Cafe Vu. Take a listen to the master copy of What's the 411. You know it's starting to grow on you a little too. What's the 411? What's the 411? Until I shot that gun, waking up in cold sweats. I can't get no rest. Let me find out I'm going to be riding around town playing What's the 411 up at the stoplight blasting. Shirley come in with her calming self. Shirley so calming. Greets Lulu real warm like. Lulu hands Shirley the cassette of Famous' song. Tells her to give it to Famous when he comes back. He pieces up out of there. Left like he was about to go on a 10-day cruise. You know what's next with the captain. And that's just what he did. The Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Lulu is a damn mess. He wandering outside all willy-nilly, pissing on the side of a building. Two thugs come up to Lulu, try to rob him. He out there looking like baby formula, that easy food. They bring a knife to a gunfight though. Them cats was weak. Lulu run him up out of there with the gun blast. Bow! Pissy drunk. Walking in rhythm. Moving in sound. Lulu and his three-man crew. That's right. Him, the captain, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Wesson. On some foolishness. Lulu liver now has 9 weeks to live. In another part of Queens, or maybe down the road, Aisha and Juke having a sleepover. Aisha in her PJs just dancing around, you know, like the young kids do. Sees a pic of Juke's ex, Nicole. Her and Juke get a little rap about it. Juke tells her what happened. Aisha's appreciative of Juke sharing some detail. Eventually, they back at the dance studio practicing. You can see it's coming together for little Butter, you know. They're going to take the world by storm. They need to get that shit together. Nakia names Juke the lead as they wrap up for the day. Tells Crystal, who's not happy at this news one bit, that if she could learn when to keep her mouth shut and when to open it, maybe she might be the damn lead. Practice ends, Crystal storms the f out. Aisha and Juke eventually leave out. They get outside, see Crystal and Kanan across the street, making out. JUKEBOX is not happy about this shit, not at all. Aisha ain't tripping. They piece up out of there. Next day, Juke on the subway headed to practice, you know, as she would usually do. Two girls come down on the platform. They hit her with the Ayo. Ayo, you Juke? You ain't making practice today, player. One of them sets it off on Juke. Bow! Queen Latifah, Cleo style. Punches the shit out of Juke. Juke get up, get to beating both their asses. One pulled a knife on Juke and everything. Crystal up in practice looking hella confident that she about to be the lead, because, you know, from what she know and put into action. Juke ain't about to make this practice. Tells Nakia Juke might not make it. Talking she could fill in and that she know all the steps, you know. She ready. Juke wraps up that ass whooping, or at least held her own. Made it to the practice, late, but she made it. Tells Nakia she tripped and fell when Nakia come up to her and say, what truck hit you? Looking busted up. She like, I fell. Nakia ain't buying her story, but she ain't checking her on it either. She just let it rock. Juke go over to Crystal. Tell Crystal her and her bitch-ass friends ain't shit. Said them chicks went home with a lot of lumps. Juke finishes the practice, pieces up out of there, heads down to the recruiter's office. Tells the sergeant she might not be able to join anymore. You know, she might not be down like she was when she first came in there. He tells her, little playette, you signed a contract. That's serious shit right here. I might have to check with Uncle Sam, you know, see what he cooking up, because that might be your little ass. Gotcha. She pieces up out of there. Meanwhile, across town, Kanan wind up back at the crib with the diva Crystal. They half naked. Look like they just wrapped up some teenage love. Some teenage love making. I don't even want to fathom it. Passing the blunt around, get a visit from the social worker. She tell him Rock called to tell her he wasn't living at home anymore. Tells Kanan he got 24 hours to get his ass home, or he gonna see a lockup. She pieces up out of there. Crystal like, what the f was that? Kanan ain't taking that shit lying down. Mama, you might be up now. I ain't playing that. Gets Ronnie to go down to the Department of Social Services with him. Talk some sense into the social worker. Points out said social worker. Ronnie goes up to her, has a little chat. You know, in the way Ronnie do. Ronnie Myers terrorizing the shit out of folk. After Ronnie walked away, she did not pass go. She did not collect $200. Just went to her park place, popped the keys in, and was thankful to make it out of there. Drove off with the quickness. Ronnie come back to the whip. Tell Kanan she won't be coming around him no more. They drive off in that smooth-ass big body Infiniti from back in the day, ballin'. Captain Burke makes his way over to see Nicole's dad. Looking to talk, looking to snoop, really. Mr. Bingham is not feeling his presence. Lets him in anyway. Captain Burke bringing up old, painful memories, stirring the pot. Burke tells him his daughter wouldn't give drugs to no one. Bingham says he was skeptical about Shannon's involvement at first. But then this other detective came around and told him that she might be complicit. The captain like, who? He like, oh shit. It was Howard. He putting the pieces together. It's about to be Burke number 2. The captain up in the beginning of confirmation stages of his reckoning on this whole Howard Shannon thing. This the conversation that's going to have him go to the ends of the earth to find out the truth now. I mean, all he needed was just one little shred of truth to what his daughter was saying. That's all he needed. He about to take matters into his own hands. Oh, you know this. Back at the precinct, Detective Ogden connects with Howard. Speaking of the devil, knows he's going to be taking his spot soon, decides to share some info with him. Tells Howard that Marvin is looking bad here, connected to the Italians and the Baisley projects. And if he wants to hit the ground running when he comes into the position, he need to start looking into Marvin now. Howard tells him, good looking out, Black. Famous heads down to Cafe Vu. Shirley hands him the cassette Lou left for him. Famous like, when will Lou be back? You know. Shirley says it could be weeks, the way Lou was looking. Famous asks if he can use the studio while Lou gone. She hesitates at first, but says she's a fan. Plus, Shirley was looking at all them bottles and boxes. She had to move by her damn self. She like, I could use some help around this bitch. She like, I don't think Lou would mind, but you gonna have to help me around this place, player. I need some help. Deal? Famous like, help? What you mean help? Y'all seen Famous crib? Did it look like Famous was helping himself around his own spot? Them blinds looked like he was nosy as hell. His place looked like roaches was paying rent up in that bitch. Shirley like, you know, help. Clean the toilets, wash the dishes, maintenance type activities. They agree. Shake hands, everybody wins. Everybody wins. After Rock tell Marvin about the meeting with Terry, she tell him now they need to find another angle to all this because Terry being a dick about things. Marvin get up on his J.O.B., starts following Terry around, catches him coming out the job and hopping into a car with a woman who's not his wife. Sees him give her a kiss and everything. Marvin stay on some recon. Next thing we know, Terry up in a dark hotel room getting his freak on. Butt naked with the same lady. Doing what freaks do in a hotel room after hours. You know what's next, don't you? The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at... The freaks come out. Discos don't open till after dark. And it ain't till 12 till the party really start. But I always had to be home by 10. Brothers always had to be home by damn 10. All of a sudden, cameras start flashing. Terry pop up like, what the hell? Marvin turn on the lights, sitting there in a chair with a professional ass camera, looking like a professional photographer. He got the camera necklace around his neck and everything. He like, don't let me stop y'all. Continue. Snapping all kind of pics of Terry bare ass. The woman he was with pop up. Deed done. Marvin hit her off with a stack. She gave him a wink and pieced up out of there. He like, let me guess. If I don't play ball, you show my wife the pics. He like, you don't look as dumb as you sound. Got him. Marvin piece up out of there. Eventually catch up with Gerald. They somewhere in the city grabbing a bite. Gerald taking notes for his story on JUKEBOX. Gerald a prying motherfucker. Gerald prying like a mofo, putting his nose in business where it don't belong. Asking Marvin a lot of questions about Bulletproof Records. You know, Lulu and Crown's record label. Marvin like, what the hell is going on, G? What, you 5-0? Gerald like, nah, man, you know, I've been doing my research on Juke. I came across this info in the media. You know, about how Bulletproof was connected to the mafia and drugs. That's all a part of JUKEBOX's story. You know, that's good news right there. That's good press. He like, I'm just doing my job, Marvin. Marvin like, that ain't your damn job, man. Thought we was cool. What the f? Later, we see Gerald playing Candyland with his kids. Cute little kids. But you know, kids say the darndest things. They like, you can't beat us. You stink at Candyland. Sorry, little playette. I hate to break the bad news to you, but you live in Candyland. Your daddy the chief. He the mayor of Candyland. King of that arm candy. Or a slave to it. All of a sudden, he see a car pull up in his driveway. Agent Tanner and company. Gerald's so bad off, they don't even offer to meet him someplace, secluded. They just show right up to his house, park in his driveway. You know, they usually meet up with cats in a park or in an alley or, you know, someplace where they can walk to at least. They just pull the f up in his driveway. Flash their headlights at him when he peek out. Ain't give the man no respect. That headlight flash mean bring your punk ass outside. We ain't getting out. We ain't ringing your doorbell. Bring your ass out. Gerald go outside, hop in the back seat. They hit Gerald with that Rufus and Shaka Khan. I'm sorry if you young up in this piece, but you gonna learn today. They hit Gerald with that Rufus and Shaka Khan. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it, yeah. They tell Gerald to tell them something good on Marvin, or else he gonna be playing board games with Big Jim in Cell Block H up in Sing Sing, where he gonna need some preparation H for that ass. They got his house bugged and everything. How the fuck they know he was playing board games? Rock go to visit PERNESSA. Come to her on some mother-to-mother type shit. Tells her Ronnie is messing with Kanan. Needs her to find out what's up with Ronnie. Who Ronnie messing with? Who Ronnie getting his work from? She like, look, I appreciate you not killing me and all when I came in your crib guns out. But I don't feel comfortable with all of that. I'm trying to stay the fuck away from Ronnie crazy ass, not go near him. I don't care if I'm strapped with Honey Nut Cheerios or not. She like, Ronnie got his own life, got his own girl now. Rock like, hold up. Rewind it back, selector. Ronnie got a girl? She like, who would this magical unicorn of a woman be? She can't believe it. For those who've been thinking Ronnie ain't Damon from Friday, this should be a reaffirmation. I don't make too many predictions up in here, but I mean, this one was clear as day. It wasn't no trick. PERNESSA tell him the chick from the bodega been at the house. She like, it was just nasty too. Rock got what she wanted from that conversation. Now she know who been supplying Ronnie. She head down to see Joaquin. Tells him, you know Juliana been supplying Ronnie behind your back. You know this, right? Now Rock don't know 100%, but she know she mostly right. Joaquin talking like he don't believe Rock. She like, oh, you know I'm right. I bet she been popping up with some new shit. Moving different, talking different, you know. You know how they do. Rock like, she did it to me. Now she doing it to you. She in love under new management. It could happen to me. If it happened to me, it could happen to you. I don't know why I do it. Joaquin says she changed after her husband passed. Rock like, nah, this bitch ain't changed. She just needed her man out the way so she could be her real damn self. Joaquin says, let me talk to my people before I give the approval. Rock like, you do what you gotta do, then I'ma do what I gotta do. All right, because this bitch gots to go. Short while later, after that approval is given, we assuming Juliana up in her crib, just as happy as all get out with herself, smiling, polishing up some little china or a figurine, something made out of some porcelain. Rock sneak up behind her. Tell her, I know you feeling yourself and all. You know, in that fine china you holding up right there. But you gonna always be that mousy little bitch from the bodega. In fact, let me get 2 packs of Newport. Box. That used to be my line. Juliana turn around like, what the f***? My cousin will have your head for this. Rock break out the gat with the silencer. She like, who you think signed off on me being up in here. Juliana like, I got money. I can pay. She go to get the money. Rock like, nah, bitch. Put one in Juliana's leg. When Juliana fell, I almost choked. Juliana did not fall gracefully. I'ma just say that. In fact, her fall was like a damn process. In that moment and overall, Rock standing over her like, F you and your money. This is bigger and deafer than all of that. Gave her a 5-minute speech, just wasting words, to me, on someone you about to put out their misery. The hell you wasting time talking to this motherfucker for? You about to kill this bitch. Get in, get out. That's always the damn MO. Rock took her time though. This was very personal. Eventually puts one in each tit. And the final one in the head. You know, the term 2 to the chest and 1 in the head. It looked different when it's a woman. It didn't look right. Rock savored that moment. She breathed it in. Inhaled that bitch like a Newport. Mentholed up. Brain cooler than a motherfucker. You knew it was coming. You saw it. Folk gotta learn to stay in between the damn lines. Unless you bout it like that. But it pays to color neatly. But you know, coloring ain't for everybody. Especially if you're not built like that. Thinking that it and the people who bout that life is something sweet. And how could you know? Unless you've seen it. Unless you've seen them put in that work, how could you know? But if you in the game, how could you not?